What's up, YouTube? This is Galacticgod, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat. Now, first off, let me give a couple of quick shoutouts. The first one going to Nebula XL, the second one going to Yu-Gi-Oh! Network 99, the third one going to Team Hadouken, the fourth one going to Eyewitness Card Games. If you guys could, please go check out their channels. I shall have links to them in the description bar below, as well as an annotation somewhere on the screen. Any kind of help and feedback I'm sure would be most appreciated by these guys. I'd also like to talk about the wind-up challenge video that I made earlier this week. I've gotten a really great positive response from it so far. For those of you who did not see the video or don't know what it is, essentially what I did was put forth a challenge to my subscribers, asking them to make a wind-up deck without utilizing the wind-up loop, or without including wind-up hunter in the build. So far I've gotten a ton of great video responses with different ideas on how to make wind-up decks still viable without actually utilizing that loop. It's kind of really cool to see what everyone has come up with. I've watched about 7 or 8 of the video responses so far. I couldn't get to all of them this weekend because of my work schedule. I just really didn't have a lot of time for YouTube or Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. But I'm looking forward to watching the rest of those videos later today and just seeing what you guys have made and come up with. It's really kind of a cool thing that a lot of people felt the same way and really wanted to participate in this challenge. I myself have also come up with my own version of a deck without Wind-Up Hunter in it. It's still evolving and coming into what I'd really like to see it. I've been testing it out a lot on DN, and one of the decks that I unfortunately had to play against on DN with my wind-up deck build the other day was Final Countdown, which kind of brings me to my discussion of this week, and it's on Final Countdown. Now, I used to play Final Countdown when I first heard about the deck kind of picking up steam. When I first kind of heard about it becoming viable as a deck type in this meta, I wanted to kind of give it a shot. I wanted to see what all this hoopla was kind of developing about, and I kind of had a little bit of fun trolling my buddies with it, and you know, seeing them get kind of like, oh my god, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I made my deck list video with it and everything, and kind of left it at that. And I really didn't play much against Final Countdown because my buddies weren't playing it at the time, and I don't get to go to a lot of locals, so I don't get to play a lot of different players. A lot of times I usually get to play with my, I don't know, about 10 or 15 friends that still play Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I get to play on DN, and I get to play a lot of players there. But I haven't really played against Final Countdown too much until quite recently, when it really started picking up steam going into Nationals. Now, a friend of mine wanted to test out his Final Countdown deck about a week or two ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. And he wanted to come over and play, and I was like, sure, why not? And he came over, and we were going through the motions where I was playing a lot of different decks against it, so you can kind of get a feel of how well it would do against each one. And as the night progressed, I want to kind of talk about, have you guys ever seen those videos where somebody's playing some kind of a TCG card game and they friggin' flip the table up because they're so mad? I can never understand why someone would get so mad at a card game or a specific card being played until I played against Final Countdown all night long. And by the end of that night, I swear, I just wanted to flip my own freaking table up and tell them to get the hell out of my house and be like, I don't ever want to see that card again. And my hatred for Final Countdown just grew from there. And then I ended up starting to play it against a lot more on DN, and I really just come to the fact that I really despise the Final Countdown deck. I don't know what it is, really. Just it reminds me too much of OTKs or FTKs or burn decks. That whole kind of, I don't know, deck type in general, I guess you could say, that kind of goes against the grain a little bit. It's kind of cool to watch it in action and see that you don't have to do the standard kind of attack to deplete your opponent's life points, but to play against that is so friggin' boring that you have to just stay there and just keep chipping away at them and getting rid of all their stall cards one at a time. Is just so annoying. I just hate doing it so much. It's not so much that I fear Final Countdown or that I don't think I can beat it. I just hate going through the motions of actually playing the deck. I just hate sitting there and having to go, attack. Oh, there's your Threatening Roar. Attack. There's your Waboku. Attack. There's your, Scarecrow. Attack. You know what I mean? I just hate doing that. In the comment section below, let me know what you guys think of Final Countdown. Is it a real viable deck type? Is it a deck you don't mind playing against? If you play the deck, why do you play it? What compels you to actually utilize this deck? And I guess that's it for this week. This is Galacticgod, out.